Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond the Match channel. In this video, we'll be discussing the game between PSG and Real Madrid, and then the game between Chelsea and PSG, which will be the final. It's gonna be a cracker. First of all, before this game, I felt like Real Madrid were gonna struggle against PSG. Why did I think this way? Because if you watch the previous games Real Madrid have played in this competition, you see that they are constantly red carded. Like the balance is not right. Even the first game, the game they played against is Al Hilal, that I saw Al Hilal constantly, loop the ball over their defense. I know Real Madrid missed a penalty in that game, but if you put everything into perspective, you see that Al Hilal could have won that game. They created chance after chance after chance. This is a game that Real Madrid played, I think 4-3-3. And then after that game, Real Madrid reverted to, 3-5-2, which they started playing Gonzalo and, Vini Jr. up front. And then Real Madrid kept on, grinding results, winning games. But one thing that is obvious is that even at them winning games, you can see them. Even at them winning game, you can see that Real Madrid are constantly being bullied. Real Madrid are constantly, being caught off guard. They don't press for 90 minutes. They press sparingly. So in some moments, you see Vini Jr. is walking around. Jude Bellingham is walking around. And that puts so much pressure on the defense. Remember, Xabi Alonso came to Real Madrid and wants Real Madrid to retain possession. He wants to push them further up the pitch. So pushing them further up the pitch means that they are going to be keeping high line. And the recipe of high line, or what you must do to sustain high line, is constant pressure on the ball. Whenever the goalkeeper is with the ball, number 9 is rushing. They are passing to a center defender. Another player is rushing. Everybody must move as a team. Once the front guys walk around and allow the press to bypass them, everywhere is opened up. And that is why you see most of the games, especially the game that Asensio was red carded, you see the pressure, the fear. He was red carded because now teams are able to loop the ball over Real Madrid top, and then the hole in the channels become evident. And then Asensio got that red card. Alonso tried to tighten things. Real Madrid keep on managing to win games. But one thing is clear: the combination in the midfield is not good enough. Adagula cannot play as a midfielder, and then Jude Bellingham. The combination is so bad that they don't complement each other. What you need in midfield is technicality, strength, and guile. These three things, they don't have it. Nobody among these guys are shielding the ball or willing to sacrifice himself for others to go forward. So they were constantly, struggling in different games. Even though, yeah, they have moments of brilliance, like they play and win. Like I told you, if you watch Real Madrid before, Real Madrid did not really focus on the team that playing. You can be playing them. They focus on magic moments, like you'll be playing and playing and playing. Their magic moments, they score 2 goals. This is how Real Madrid have been for a very long time. Alonso wants to change this, and for me, I said if Alonso needs to change this, hard decisions must be made. Players like Kylian Mbappe and Vini Jr. cannot press the way he wants them to press. You can manage to accommodate one, but the other one must press, aggressively. If you watch even in this competition, Gonzalo Gasha have been pressing very well, running front, doing everything. Vini Jr. complementing each other. The moment you play Vini Jr. and Mbappe, 2 of them could not be able to do that job. I didn't even know why, Xabi Alonso did not, play these guys in this game. I didn't know why Gonzalo Gasha did not play. But then, I think is he injured? I think he was injured or something. But because I know about Arnold was injured. But then the issues, 3 issues I've seen at Real Madrid. Number 1, Real Madrid lack balance. The balance in the team is not yet right. And there's a lot of liability players in this team. Number 1, Vini Jr. Number 2, Kylian Mbappe. Number 3, Arnold. There are many of them that they can't give you that energetic output that you require. Number 2, there is no collective, pressing. They are still not playing as a team. This is what we have seen for many years at Real Madrid. They bank on magic moments, individual brilliance. They have not really played as a team. So these are number 2 issue I noticed here. Number 3, high line without pressure on the ball is a disaster. They need to keep it low, be on low block, be able to, sort 1 or 2 things out. Xabi Alonso is a very good coach, don't get me wrong. But at this Real Madrid, he will make difficult decisions for Real Madrid to start going forward. And then let's go on the side of PSG. One thing people don't understand is that PSG is the most complete team in the world of football right now. Can you name one single weakness of PSG? PSG have 11 players that work so hard. Look at the speed that Dembele is pressing with. You know, this is why I have to give Enrique the credit. Because as a manager, if you're able to convince a superstar to work so hard off the ball, that is one of the greatest things you can do. If you watch most of the big players, they like strolling around the pitch. They don't like doing the dirty job. Dembele is the first presser. And you know, Enrique said that this is the first game Dembele is fully fit. Dembele was pressing with energy, pouring forward. And then look at, he leads the team. You know, Fabian Ruiz, look at the way everybody is, you know, moving up. You know, one thing I love about PSG is that if you saw that team is when Dembele is trying to press, others are staying far away, the gap. Once they see Dembele pressing, you see Hakimi, you see Cavastalia, you see Fabian, everybody will push up. So even if you beat Dembele press, you will not beat the midfield. They will get the ball back from you. This is what it means, and this is a well-coached team. And they are constantly chopping and changing. If you watch their game, they are always very aggressive. They are going man-to-man against different teams. And most teams cannot cope with them when they go man-to-man. You'll be struggling. You'll be scared. How do you do about them? A complete team from Donnarumma to Pacho to Marquinhos to... Look at the way they perform. To Fabian Ruiz, Neves and Vitinha running the midfield, controlling the game. Then look at, Dembele, Cavastalia, Due, Hakimi and Mendes. Their busting runs are just unstoppable. Like, it is so unfair that they have two defenders with massive energy. You hardly see this in any team. Other teams, one is good, the other one is not good enough. At PSG, these two guys are super good. They are very, very good. They are excellent players. You know, I'm so impressed with the way they play. And this comes from the way, Luis Enrique have been able to work with them. Luis Enrique, in his first season, allowed Kylian Mbappe to leave, and then he tried to change one or two things. Now, 2 years into the project, they are a flying side. In fact, they're a better team without Kylian Mbappe. Let's be honest. And Luis Enrique have now been able to make them understand what they need to do. Like I listened to Vitinha, he said in the first season, it's more about positional play. In the second season, it's now about rotation, and they're doing very, very well. Now, the game between Chelsea and PSG. One thing people must know, being honest, is that if this game is played 10 times, PSG will win at least 8. But listen here, this is a final. And every final that Chelsea have won, Chelsea have been the underdog, especially in Europe. Champions League 2012, underdog against Bayern. Champions League, they won against Manchester City 2021, underdog against Manchester City. If there is one team that will shock the world when they are underdog, call Chelsea. Chelsea defeated Barcelona as an underdog. If there is any team that has the DNA to be able to do this thing, it's Chelsea. But then if you look at this game and look at the perspective of the two sides, one thing I see about Chelsea here is that Chelsea need to work so hard to be able to, try to win this game. Because if we are being honest, there are some liability players at this Chelsea right now that don't work as hard. Look at, if you come at Chelsea now, Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer, they are good players. Do they work their socks off like PSG players? No. You come at Nkunku, can he return and show up the defense? Look at whenever Hakimi is now without the ball, or when PSG are facing attack, look at Hakimi back, look at Mendes, and when they have the ball, look at the Boston run. So these are the things you can look at. And one-off game, any team can win it. I remember when Chelsea won Manchester City in 2021. From that 2021 till the next 3 years, Manchester City was beating Chelsea every time, home and away. This is to show you, like I said, in this game, if it is a league format, this game is played 10 times, PSG will win 8. But because this is a final, it is important for Chelsea to play being brave on the ball. Number one, Caicedo needs to be very important. Number two, every player must decide on the day to work so hard. Number three, Chelsea should not go out to attack PSG or to press them aggressively. You do that, they find holes to pounce on you. How can Chelsea now beat PSG? Number one, staying in mid-block. I'm not talking about now being defensive. Being like pressing from the middle. Don't press from the attack. Press from the middle. Like you position yourself. Once they get to the middle, you press them. Try to get the ball. If you go to press them in the front, everywhere is open because Chelsea doesn't have the capability to run back. Number two, loop the ball over the defense. Yes. Because Hakimi is going forward, Nuno Mendes is flying forward. Once you get the ball, you need to get a defender that is so good enough to loop the ball for winger that will slide into that position, or another winger on the other side, and the goalkeeper must be able to make difficult decisions by going long. Going long to get players that can be able to exploit that space quickly. And you must play in a very high tempo. It's not a system where they pass the ball to you, you want to slow it down. PSG will suppress you, collect the ball, and go forward. And this is the only way Chelsea can be able to do it. You know, Chelsea is a team that a lot of teams don't want to meet in the final. Chelsea are very, very stubborn when it comes to the final. Yes, you can. After the final, PSG can keep beating Chelsea, but in the final, Chelsea will be a different animal altogether. It is in the DNA of the club. But then, if we're being honest, if Enzo Maresca can sort this out, everybody needs to give their all. Chelsea needs to be aware of Dembele's pressing, be aware of Cavastalia, be aware of Due, Hakimi, be able to pass out the ball and be very, very organized, and then take their chances. João Pedro, you know, the lab. I feel like João Pedro should start on the wing. The lab should start centrally as number 9. Even in this game, you might need a little bit of Nicolas Jackson's hard work and off the ball work. I don't know how Enzo Maresca can be able to get the midfield combination right, because Enzo Fernandez is very good. He needed going forward. You know, Cole Palmer very good. He needed going forward. But the question here is, are they going to do the off-the-ball work? Because Caicedo cannot do it alone. They will create 2 versus 1 versus Caicedo, and then Chelsea will be exploited. But based on what I saw against Fluminense, you know, Enzo Maresca did not ask Enzo Fernandez to go forward. He asked him to stay close. So I will be watching this one closely. It's going to be an interesting one because Enzo Maresca is also very, very tactically good. So Chelsea in the final will have 99%, you know, faith. 99% chance and 1% faith, is it the way they call it? And then for PSG going on the other side, if Chelsea make mistake and PSG score first, it's going to be crazy. In fact, the only way Chelsea can beat PSG for Chelsea to score first and now try to attract PSG and hit them on count. If PSG score first and Chelsea now come out to try to equalize, PSG will pounce on Chelsea. To be honest, this PSG team have the capability of scoring this level of goals. They scored against Real Madrid for Chelsea, because if you watch me and beyond the match, I say the truth. But like I said, in one-off game, anything can happen. But the strong favorite in this competition is PSG, because the flying forward of Nuno Mendes, flying forward of Hakimi, the way Neves and Vitinha plays, Due is so good. Then you're talking about, you know, Cavastalia, you're talking about also Dembele. These guys are in a better shape than Chelsea players. They have what it takes to brush Chelsea aside. If Chelsea make mistake or Chelsea become passive, maybe in the moment of the game, maybe within 10 minutes, these guys have what it takes to give Chelsea 3-0 and the game is over. But then this is an important one. I will still be bringing you the preview. I feel like this game is going to be cracker. You can 100% write off Chelsea, even though PSG are the favorite. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe, and let's go.